Hey guys, Anthony Ace Michaels is back from Best Sports Picks today. Let's go through what we did on week one. Kind of turned out the way I thought it would. We were hoping for the 3-0, didn't get there. We got the 2-1. Rookie quarterbacks just playing terrible in week one continues. The only reason why we didn't go 3-0 is because the Bears have a defense, right? And we were up 17-0 in that game with the Titans. We were getting the 4.5 points, 5 points somewhere, and we still couldn't cover it. Levis made some stupid mistakes. All he had to do was just throw it out of bounds on that last interception for a touchdown. And we're probably looking pretty. Maybe Bears possibly win by 2. They were down 1 at that point. So it happens. But looking at the other games, Tampa Bay was a pretty hard lock as the best bet, and they looked like a best bet there. Hopefully a lot of you had that team in the Survivor pools. I was real happy on having that pick, and also you stayed away from the Cincinnati Bengals. Had a small money line play on that. I had a 100% boost. So I was able, for my 25 max bet that they gave me for free with a 100% boost, I made like 195 on the bet taking the Patriots. So that was pretty cool. Always looking for that value play. Week one gets you a lot of those. And Cincinnati just they can't do it. They're a slow starting team. Burrow never plays the preseason. These are his preseason games. Top receivers limited or out. It's going to be tough with no Mixon, no running back in the backfield. This is a totally different team. They're going to be struggling. So look at them to go 0-2. And then we looked at, we had the Seahawks covering the 5.5, barely at 6. I know some people took 6 and took a push on that. But, it happens. That's why we locked these in early. I put those picks in, 6-7 days in advance. This is going to be on Tuesdays. We're going to be getting these picks out. Yeah, it's tough because of some injuries. So I stay away from those games where there could be key players injured, and I look elsewhere, and you get the value play. So 2-1, not too shabby to start the season. Let's look into these week picks now. And also I wanted to bring up, if you waited on teams like Cincinnati that lost, right now they didn't go up that much, but I think they're like 16, 17-1 in some books. If they lose this coming week, look for that to go up higher. Keep an eye on those future plays. All right, let's get into it. First game is Thursday night. I'm not going to play this game. Bills and Dolphins could go either way. Dolphins are favorite somehow against the Bills here. They are at home. That's probably why. It's a game that's going to go back and forth. When in doubt, take the points. 2.5. Try to push it to 3. And the Bills is a pretty solid play. Not going to go through all the games. Ravens are big favorites. They're going to be a big team for a survivor. 9.5. 80% of these people in the survivor pools have no idea what's going on. They just look for the team with the highest point spread and they take them in a survivor pick. That is the totally wrong way to play this game. The survivor pools that I'm in, the one there was 600 and something people eliminated that had the Bengals. It's really hard these first couple weeks to figure it out. Like I said, week 2 and 3 are the hardest. So if you have a bye, I use the bye a lot of times early just to get through those weeks and cash in on the big money late. But yeah, looking ahead here at some of the games. There's a game, the Jets at Titans. Titans are plus 3.5 at home. I'm going to lock this in at 3.5. If you get it at 3, minus 3 in the Jets. Aaron Rodgers looked terrible. Short week for him, right? Playing last night. But hey, look, there's a stat on this guy that's eye-popping. He usually doesn't lose 2 games in a row, so you possibly could take the money line here. I don't have it right now on ESPN, and I haven't looked at any of the books, but with 3.5, you're probably looking at, minus 175, maybe close to minus 200. It's a good parlay money line play with the other picks that I'm going to give. I'm going to give 2 more plays. So I like the Jets a lot here. Even minus the 3.5 is pretty good. Try to get 3 if you can. But I'm definitely going to take the money line on the Jets. And then I'm going to look at one of my best bet of the day is going to go against Joe Burrow. The Cincinnati Bengals are +6. Chiefs are minus 250. I love this play. I don't think that the Bengals at this point of the season, and they always start very bad, and they're injured team. It's going to be really hard for them to go into Kansas City and pull this off. They were totally healthy with one of the top teams, and they still couldn't pull it off a couple years ago. And I thought they could. They're a lot worse off now than they were. The Chiefs are healthy. It's going to be real hard. Chiefs minus 6 is the play here as the best bet. And finally, I see a couple other games here, but I'm going to go right to the last play, and it's going to be Sunday night. The Bears at the Texans. Yeah, this is the reason why I didn't go undefeated. My Chicago Bears, right there. But the same goes with rookie quarterbacks. Caleb Williams didn't really play much in preseason. These are still preseason games along with these other rookies. Some of them will turn it around. He did get a lucky win with only 93 yards of total yards, and the team had like 160 something, and that's pretty bad. If you watch this Texans team, they're pretty complete on both sides of the ball. It's going to be very hard for the Bears to keep up with the Texans. This is not the Titans offense. This is the Texans offense. And they're a lot better than the Titans offense that blew the game late. Any other team, I think, could possibly win this game last week. But the Texans are minus 7 now. I seen 6. Lock it in at 6, guys. Come on. Look at all your apps. You can find it. You're in Vegas. Find the Texans minus 6 and lock it in. I don't see the Bears. I will be having my Bears jersey on. And like I said, if they win, I'm happy. But if they lose, I still win money and I'm happy. I like the Texans a lot here. So those are the 3 games we're going to focus on this coming week. Let's see how we're going to do. Like I said, week 2 and 3 are pretty tough. We're going with some favorites here, and I don't like the combination of the 3 favorites. Usually we try to put an underdog in there at least out of the 3 picks, but I just don't see any here that a lot of these teams look very bad that are underdogs here. You have your Panthers at home are an underdog. They look terrible. The Patriots did pull off a win, and they're at home. Maybe that's a play. They're home dog, and they're 1-0. Could be possibly a play. The Giants and the Commanders, a lot of times these division games in this division go over. It's only 43.5. That could be something to look at. The Buccaneers are getting 7. That's pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't bet it, and the Packers are home dogs because they don't have Love. So it's a pretty rough week here, but I like those 3 picks a lot, so I'm going to stick with them, and let's cash in, guys. Oh, and also, why so serious? I'm representing my Ada Gods. Thanks for the shirt, guys. It looks good. I love it. I'll be representing you guys, and I'll be representing the crypto community here. So let's get these picks in, and some of these sports books are going to be going live towards the end of the year. So look for that to bet some crypto on some games, and I will see you next week.